What did medieval children wear? Have you ever wondered what children wore during the medieval period? The clothing of medieval children was quite fascinating and reflected the world around them. Let's take a closer look at what these young ones donned during this historical era. For boys, the main piece of clothing was the tunic. This shirt-like garment usually reached the knees and was made from materials like linen and wool. Linen was often used for comfort and moisture absorption, while wool provided warmth for outer layers. Boys typically wore belts with their tunics, and when it got chilly, they would add an outer garment for extra insulation. Girls, on the other hand, wore long dresses that extended to their ankles. These dresses were often made from linen or wool and were cut wider for young children. This design allowed them to move freely and accommodated their growth. As girls grew older, their dresses became more fitted. Sometimes, they wore an overskirt, which varied depending on their social class and the occasion. Underneath, girls wore fine linen undergarments or shirts. These served to absorb sweat and protect their skin from rougher outer fabrics. Some of these undergarments were even decorated, peeking out at the neck and sleeves. Infants had a different style altogether. Swaddling was a common practice for babies. They were wrapped tightly in cloths to support their soft limbs and prevent deformities. This method was rooted in tradition and also served as a diaper, as separate nappies were not common until later periods. The materials used for children's clothing were primarily linen and wool. Linen was chosen for its softness and breathability, making it ideal for undergarments. Wool, on the other hand, was used for outer layers to keep warm. The construction of these garments often involved simple shapes, like tunics with gores, which are triangular fabric inserts that allowed for ease of movement. Archaeological findings, such as textile fragments and clothing remnants, along with written records, help us understand these clothing practices. They reveal how medieval children's clothing was practical and designed to accommodate growth and activity. The styles and materials reflected those of adult clothing, but were adapted to suit the needs of children. In summary, medieval children's clothing was a blend of comfort, function, and social expression. It was shaped by the materials available and the practical needs of young ones during that time.